Hello, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Today is going to be featuring Nail Reserve. They kindly sent me over 5 colors of my choosing, plus a no wipe top coat for me to try out. And I absolutely love these polishes. Y'all will see how pigmented they are when I actually do the mani. But these are the colors that I chose. I'm going to show you what they look like in the bottle, as well as their names at the bottom of the screen. And then I'm going to show you them on the swatch. And then I'm going to do a mani with 3 of them. Yeah, 3 of them. So we're going to start with Scandalous. I had to pick an orange. Like, orange is my thing, orange and teal. So you know I got one of each. The black from the bottles was really picking up better, so I pushed them out of the screen so that y'all could see these colors. That is going to be my staple for the fall. I love that orange. Now this is like a sheer brown. It is the perfect skin color, like skin tone color for me. I love it. This Dusk at Sea is a gorgeous teal color. It is like my idea of the perfect teal. So now we have purple. I had to get a purple because there's something about teal and purple and orange, like for the fall time, for like the Halloween vibes, but not really Halloween. I like those 3 colors for fall, as well as this color. I am addicted to like olive green and like a forest green. I don't know why, but I just am. So I wanted to show y'all the consistency of the top coat as well. It's not super thick, but it's also not super runny, which is like, to me, I find it to be a perfect consistency. And the shine, I'm on like day 4 of wearing this mani that I did today, and it is gorgeous. Still top shine, no scratches, like great, leveled really quickly. So I went ahead and put my tips on, and I chose to use the purple, the teal, and the brown. So I used the brown because I wanted to do like a sideways French tip thing, like an angled French tip per se, but I wanted to do it like marbling. So I wanted to do the marbling with a liner brush instead of doing it with like an ombre brush or something like that. I seen this technique with the liner brush that I wanted to try, so I figured now would be a perfect time to try it. So like, look what I mean by how beautiful and perfect this nude color is. It's super sheer with just one coat, which is still a beautiful look. If you're looking for something sheer just to cover up like clear tips or something like that, it is a perfect base color if you just did one coat for like the sheerness. But for me, I always do 2 coats of color on my tips just because that's how I am. I just prefer it that way. So I liked it with 2 coats, and it was absolutely gorgeous. That one coat though, I could have just done the one since I'm doing the French tip, and I should have, but I did 2 because I like to do 2 coats if it's going to be showing. Here is the teal. Like, look at how gorgeous this teal is. Like, this is the true color of the teal. So pretty and so opaque. Like, I was amazed at how opaque these colors were in just one coat. I didn't have to do 2 coats, but like I was saying before, I just like to do 2 coats because I am a creature of habit and I just like to stick to that. But I'm gonna try to do just 1 coat. But I mean, it was absolutely gorgeous with just the 1 coat. I mean, you can't even see anything through that. That is so opaque, right? Look at that. Now this purple is the same exact way. It is super opaque with just the 1 coat as well, which made it perfect for the marbling that I was doing, because when I mix in the white with it, it doesn't take it to like a super sheer level, and you're able to do a marbling with more opaque gels, and it actually pop and blend, and just, to me, it looks a lot better if you use like darker, more like super opaque colors versus like some that you have to have 2 coats with, because the colors don't pop as good as they do, as you'll see when I do this mani. The marble just fit this so perfectly, and the good thing about marble is it's one of those you can't mess up things. Like, the only way that you can truly mess up on marble is if you put way too much on and it doesn't cure. So there's 1 coat fully cured. So then I go ahead and I do the 2nd coat, and you see the brown is a little bit darker. I love how opaque these look. All right, so now I'm going to put a top coat on the pinky and the index finger because I don't like to get those messed up. I just was not really wanting to bump them or mess up the color, because 2 coats, I had it good. It was looking really, really pretty. But back to the marbling. It is one of my favorite techniques for easy nail art because you literally can't mess it up. Now, here's how I do it. I usually place it on a palette. I'm going to try a different technique next time. So I place it on a palette, I lay my colors in lines, I just do one strip of the purple. I use a white from Sundara just because I don't have a white from Nail Reserve yet, but I do plan on getting one, plan on getting a lot more colors, but this is just what I had. So I wanted to use the teal and the purple, but I mix in some white. So when you mix in white, you're obviously going to lighten up the colors. So we're going to get lots of light purple, we're going to get some pink, we're going to get some light blue. Everything is going to kind of just roll in there and look gorgeous. Now, I am shaking. If it looks like my hand and my brush are shaking, I'm doing that intentionally to get a good flow off of the brush. But like, look at how easy that is. You just swirl it around. The only thing I want to caution is to just be careful with the amount of polish you're picking up, because with gel polish, if you do make your layers a little bit too thick, when you go to cure it, they will wrinkle. And with the wrinkling, it just means the polish was too thick and the light didn't penetrate it as good, and it will wrinkle up and look kind of weird. Sometimes if you're going for that look, I mean, it's okay, but that also means that the polish underneath didn't really fully cure. And we want to make sure that we're curing our gels 100% through. Just trust me on that. You really do not want to get any kind of gel allergy or anything. So with the marble, you just want to make sure that you're getting it how you want it. Just take a look at it, kind of swirl it around a little bit until you get it how you want it, but just watch how much you're laying on. And if it gets too thick, wipe it off and start over. That's what I would suggest. So once I get it how I like it, I put it in the lamp for double time. So it takes 30 seconds to cure these gels, but I put a marble design like this in the lamp for a full 60 seconds to get it to penetrate all the way through and cure all of the colors in place and make sure that everything is fully done. Like, look at that. That is so pretty. I'm still wearing it days later. I had to, 4 or 5 days later. I can't remember exactly, but it is gorgeous. Also, I didn't pick up a gel base coat because they were out of stock at the time, they had said. So I did not have a gel base, so I just used one that I had on hand that I have used recently in a video, which I will link below so you can see my thoughts on that one. I love how this looks. My kids were amazed. My husband even said, "Oh wow, that's really, really good." And usually he's not very expressive when it comes to my nail art unless it's something he really enjoys. But now I'm going to put a top coat on and put a base coat over it to lock it in, and look at how beautiful that is. I turned my flash on so that you could see. And now we're going to do the thumb step by step. The same way we did the other one, but I kind of like to do my thumbs separately just because if I'm doing a design like this, I don't want to have to worry about hitting any of my other nails. And if the way I was doing the marbling, I just wanted to get that out of the way. And I wasn't sure actually what color I was going to do my thumb, if I was going to make it a solid nail or what, but I decided that I would go ahead and do another marbling on the thumb on a little bit more of the surface area, but to kind of show y'all one more time kind of how I do it. So I'm going to do 2 coats of this. This is 2 coats, and this time I wiped off the tacky layer because I found that doing it with the brush was just kind of sticking a little bit. So I would suggest wiping the tacky layer off of the gel polish before going in and doing your marble. But I do it the same way. I lay the same 3 colors the same way, and I just mix it up with a dotting tool, and then I just scoop it just like that. But you still want to always be careful that you are not scooping up way too much and making it too thick. But if you make it too thick, you just kind of run through it with your brush and spread it out a little bit, because that's the beauty of the marble. There's no specific way to do it, and you will never get 2 nails to look exactly the same, but having them just be the same color is good enough. Like, it is gorgeous how it turns out, and every marble is gorgeous in its own way. And if you put, like you saw, I put too much teal up in the top corner, just grab some of the other color and just like swirl it in there and just kind of get it how you're wanting it. That is why I love this design so much, is because it's pretty much whatever you want to do. The only thing you have to keep in mind when doing a marble like this is your color theory. When mixing colors that make ugly colors, like if you're not looking for a brown, if you're doing a bright mani and you're using like orange and stuff, and orange and like a green or whatnot, you will get like colors you don't want. So just keep the color theory in mind when you're doing color mixing, so you get the color you want. But all in all, like, look at how gorgeous that thumb is. Like, I'm addicted to this mani. I'm sad that I put peel base underneath of it because this is amazing. I'm definitely going to be doing more marbling, especially with fall coming up. I'm going to be doing some fall marbling. I really hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I really appreciate Nail Reserve for sending out these colors to me. And here are the 3 colors that I used again in case y'all want to grab them. I will be listing everything in the comments as well as a discount code for y'all. I'm going to pop it up on the screen, and it will be down in the comments or in the description box for y'all. But I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for spending some of your time with me, and I will catch y'all in the next video.